Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about the 4th anniversary patch preview. So there's a couple bullet points that I want to cover through, and one of them is right here. Changes to the weapon upgrades that will give you more flexibility in upgrading your gear. So a lot of people were very worried, myself included, that this was going to be the Korean upgrade system, which is purely RNG and there's a chance to fail and blah 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 blah. However, on the stream, they did confirm that it is not the Korean system. They're using a whole new system that we've never seen before, and it's basically these resolution stones and these grand resolution stones. So what you can do is you can exchange transformation stones or premium transformation stones to each one accordingly, or you can use the event currency to exchange it. So I do recommend using the event currency because basically you're saving a lot of money, especially for the premium transformation stones or even for the weapons. Like especially if you're upgrading your Grand Celestial weapon, you do know from stage 6 to stage 7 it costs like a bazillion of these transformation stones, so instead you could just use these resolution stones with the event currency and make your life a little bit easier. They haven't specified anything about cost adjustments yet, however I wouldn't be surprised if I saw some minor or ninja changes to the cost. So when the server does go live on the 22nd, do check it out, and we can see if the resolution stones or the grand resolution stones are worth it. In my opinion, I think they're worth it because event currency is basically free currency, and I will definitely be using this to try to get my gunner's weapon up there. Another currency they've added is honing oil. So you can see over here on this picture that you can get honing oil by completing your weekly challenges as well as your daily challenges. It's not available every single day, but I think it's like 3 days out of the week. You're able to get these honing oils through the daily challenge. And the nice thing about this honing oil is you can use it to craft sacred vials as well as pet packs. So you can see over here that with 120 of these honing oils, as well as the crystal forms, so 5 moonstone crystals, 5 Elysian crystal, 5 soulstone crystals, and 5 sacred crystals, as well as 5 gold, you have a chance of crafting the sacred vial. Keep in mind, I did say there is a chance. So you can fail crafting this. This is one of those items exactly the same like a premium transformation stone. However, I don't feel like it's that bad, mainly because you can do this on multiple characters and just keep gambling for these sacred vials. And because they're using the crystal forms, which you can get very easily by fishing as well. So even though it is a chance, I'm pretty sure they did it on purpose so that people can't abuse it. Because I can definitely see it. If it was 100%, I would run it on 8 characters. I would just go crazy and just do my weeklies on 8 characters and get a tons of sacred vials and transfer them all over to my main and get max soul in like 2 weeks, right? So I do understand why they made it RNG. So, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's not too bad, but it definitely is a step in the right direction because sacred vials and pet packs were always very difficult to get. We really only had events to get it as a free-to-play player. And obviously, if you're a paying customer, you can always use RNG boxes in Trove in order to get these sacred oils, sacred vials, etc. As for the pet packs, you can craft these using 50 of the honing oils and only 1 moonstone crystal, 1 Elysian crystal, 1 sacred crystal, and 1 soulstone crystal, as well as 3 gold. So getting pet packs is super easy, considering that each time you open these honing oil chests, you get 25 to 75 of them. Keep in mind that they did state it's medium over here, so I don't know for the daily challenges, it might be like a small honing oil chest, which might give you less. So I'm not entirely sure about that yet. But, you know, whatever. It's free stuff that we get. And we basically get a chance to craft an extra sacred vial or a pet pack every 2 weeks or so, which is definitely very nice. Plus, it's per character as well. So once you craft on multiple characters, transfer them all over to the main or whatever character that needs them, and bada bing, bada boom, easy. So this is very nice. So now we move on to the meat and potatoes, which is the actual event. First of all, I'd like to thank I Hate Scrits over here for posting this TLDR on Reddit, because this definitely makes my life a lot easier. I did watch the entire live stream, however, just having it organized like this in an orderly manner is definitely very helpful for me, and I'm sure it's helping a lot of content creators as well. So thank you very much for making this recap. So next up are the new gems. So we can see over here that we have the new pentagonal dyad gems. They are very expensive. And yeah, I don't really recommend crafting them unless you're endgame and this is all you got to do. They're adding a new RNG box over here. So you can see in the picture right here that there are Elder Scale fragments in the RNG box. However, there are no full scales. So that's kind of a big oof. But you know, it's RNG box and the Elder Scale fragments are guaranteed. You get one per box. I personally don't think this is worth, but you know, who knows? You might gamble, you might get lucky, you might get all these Wander Ascension Stones and the Wander Radiant Stones. And of course, there are these really cool looking wings. And of course, with RNG boxes, you're always guaranteed to get these Master Coins, or whatever the RNG box currency is. So you get 10 per box. And what you can exchange the Master Coins for are, obviously, there's a bunch of cosmetics. However, more importantly, you can also exchange it for an Enduring Champion's Heart or a Divine Heaven's Blessing Pet Aura. They named this one wrong. It was a translation error, but they were on the test server, so whatever. But I think it's called the Alpha Pet or something in the live servers. So with 600 of these, so you need to open 60 of the boxes, you can get a Enduring Champion's Heart. Or if you open 30 boxes, you can get the Alpha Pet. So those are two things that you can get to significantly increase or boost your gear. And of course, there's the Homo Master Scroll, which is account bound, which is pretty nice. And this one costs 280 of the master tokens, so you just need to open 28 of them. As for other items of interest, of course, we've got the Sparkling Radiant chests, which are nice. You've got Divine Grace Stones if you need that. You got your Celestial Emperor rewards selection chest and all this jazz. And this is the costume that you can get. It looks all right on the males. This Sakura dress looks pretty nice as well, but I personally will not be buying these RNG boxes as none of these items really interest me. Next up is Hunter's Refuge. So Hunter's Refuge is super interesting. It is only open 2 hours a day, so it starts at 8 p.m. server time up to 10 p.m. server time. It holds up to 300 players, so it's pretty much like Kuldrax. However, keep in mind you cannot go in as a party, so you have to go in as a solo player first and then find each other and then add each other into a party. I think this is just to avoid bullying or some unfair advantages for a lot of people, because it is like a battle royale when you get in there. There is open world PvP. However, the rewards are really nice. So you can see that here's the low tier chest that Cyan opened. He opened 10 of them, and you'll see that he actually got quite a lot of materials and gold and stuff like that. So this is definitely very nice. You're guaranteed to get transformation stones every box you open. So I definitely recommend people to do this if they can. However, just note that a lot of people are going to be doing this because the rewards just look too good to be true. So you may bump into a lot of PvPers because there is open world PvP. So I do recommend having like a pre-made and don't go into this solo, because there is a boss that spawns after 1 hour. So the event lasts for 2 hours. So once the first person connects into the Hunter's Refuge, there'll be an internal timer that starts ticking. And once this internal timer hits the 1 hour mark, there's a mega boss that'll spawn in the middle, and everyone needs to go kill this mega boss. And if you deal more than 10% of the boss's HP as a party or even by yourself, you will get one of these rewards. So there's the Hunter's Refuge Elite Treasure and there's the Hunter Refuge Prime Treasure. And these two rewards are on a whole new tier by itself, because first of all, you get 2 transformation stones, yay, but there's a chance of getting the Awakened Thunder Talisman chest. Obviously, this is bait over here, and for the Prime Treasure chest, this one gives you the Morningstar Talisman chest. So these 2 items are the big ticket items. However, do keep in mind that the chance of getting them is going to be awfully low, like probably 0.01%. But it is nice to have a chance to get these, and a lot of the rewards here look pretty good too. So you're guaranteed 10 transformation stones if you get the Prime Treasure, and then there's a chance of getting 1,000 gold, Elysian Orbs, Moonstones, Premium Transformation Stones, Sacred Orbs, Soul Stones. So these are pretty attractive. However, you will need to be the most damage and probably get the last hit on the boss as well to get a chance of getting the Prime Treasure. As for the Elite Treasure, I think you just need to do enough damage and you should be able to get it. So this is really catered towards the players who missed the good old days of Wyvern. Back in Moonwater Plains, I believe, where there was a big black Wyvern guy or big dragon, and then like there was a Cerulean and there was the Crimson, and you just killed each other over and over and over. So this is pretty much catered to you guys. So if you do like open world PvP and you like to do a lot of the PvE stuff as well, this is definitely for you. Just don't be surprised if it turns out to be just full out open world PvP, or if it turns out to be everyone has truce and we just do our PvE content in order to get these rewards. Knowing the Blade and Soul community, we're gonna go one of the extremes. We're either just gonna start killing each other constantly, or we're gonna have truce and we're just gonna be doing the PvE stuff. I have a feeling we're gonna be leaning towards the PvE stuff because that's how you get all these rewards. So there's that. I just don't know what will happen when we're all hitting the last boss when that guy spawns. I can see a lot of disputes going on and a lot of player killing or ninja player killing, like, oops, I'm sorry, I accidentally hit you with my meteor and you're dead now. You know, I can see a lot of that happening, but whatever, it's part of the fun, so we're gonna see that. So that's Hunter's Refuge. Next up is what I said before, that there's the resolution stones, grand resolution stones. We're gonna have to see if there's cost reductions on that. And finally, we have the actual event. So how do you farm the event currency in order to buy the resolution stones and the grand resolution stone, as well as all the cosmetic items? You simply just do your dailies, and it's basically 2 daily dungeons. It'll be Starstone Mines and Drowning Deeps, and then there's also a Junhado daily event, so that's Mushin's Tower, floor 7. So you're gonna have to run through Mushin's Tower again, in case those guys who didn't get enough of Mushin's, we get to do Junhado instead now. So there's that. So basically just do your dailies as usual, just do your weeklies as usual, and just do Mushin's Tower floor 7. That's basically how you get your event currency. And you can use the event currency on your cosmetic stuff, on the resolution stones, grand resolution stones, so forth and so on. And last but not least, but probably one of the most important ones, is we are getting a new season of Tower of Infinity. So Tower of Infinity, we are getting a new soul badge. As I said before in my previous video, Shadow Gunners, Fire Gunners, you might want to look into this. This new badge is very, very good for Shadow Gunners. For Fire Gunners, depends on your playstyle. If you want more sustained damage, then get the new badge. If you like your Bulletstorm build, then stick with the old badge. However, you can test both. I personally will be testing it, and I will make a video about it in the future. However, not anytime soon, because when this event comes out, I will be on vacation. I'll be in Thailand for 2 weeks. I won't come back until February 1st. So when I come back, then I'm going to need to farm for the tokens. If you are planning to farm for these tokens, remember to do Trial Arena first. Do Trial Arena, blast through all of them, get as many tokens as you can by Trial Arena. You can get at least half of them by just doing Trial Arena like stage 5 or stage 6. And then go into Tower of Infinity and begin your grind. And if you do run out of Tower Infinity tokens, remember you can use the Outlaw Island tokens, or you can use the Master Hong tokens or the Mao Dungeon tokens and exchange them for more Tower of Infinity entries. So there's that, okay? But yeah, that's pretty much it for this patch. I'm pretty happy about it. I really enjoyed the live stream, to be honest, when they brought in the voice actors, when they brought in Dante. My favorite part, of course, was still Dante's part. I really enjoyed watching him draw the chibi art. Even though he said he's not a chibi artist, I still think it's dang good. So pretty amazing job there. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to cover. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was helpful. If it was, I would appreciate a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.
What can I say except you're welcome?